Hey, this is Charles, and I'm here with IGN's Scott Lowe.
What's up, guys?
And we are looking at the second gameplay clip from DICE's Battlefield 3, which looks pretty awesome.
As we've seen in the past few clips, absolutely.
Yeah. So this one is a little more directed than the previous one. You're sort of following your squad along a rooftop here. This is the same squad of Marines from the clip we saw before. And if we stop right there, yeah, if we just back up to where the wall explodes, we see sort of the first glimpse of what's happening here with Frostbite 2 sort of environment destructibility. Apparently DICE does not like flower pots.
Yeah, that is the first of many flower pots to go in this video. But you know, one of the cool things to point out is that, you know, not only is the wall exploding, but the flower pot is exploding as well. It's like multiple elements of destruction happening at once.
Yeah, and you don't really need like grenades or rocket launchers to blow things up here. Like you're still chipping away at cover with, I mean, these are 50 caliber sniper bullets that are smashing into those things, but it's still nice to see that you can blow up the environment with a variety of different weapons.
Yeah, it extends well beyond grenades and rockets, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and yeah, if we just sort of he'll pan across the squad of Marines here, and we can see sort of on the one guy's arm right there, there's a little a tattoo, which is just a nice like attention to detail to go along with the obviously impressive lighting effects and animation system. Your character here is holding an M4. The guy with the tattoo, if we just advance a little further, he's carrying a machine gun there, an M240. And the other two squad members in front also are carrying M4s, and one of them has an AT4 rocket launcher, which we will see come into action in a little bit.
Yeah, so progressing along here, again, you're kind of following your squad as they lead the way.
Yeah, and it's important to note, like, if you were to die or one of your squad mates is to die in these sections, then it will reload. You'll have to reload the game. Like, it's basically a one-shot kill from the sniper rifle. So DICE just really wanted to emphasize kind of how powerful this gun is and why everyone's hiding. And again, on the detail angle, like we see that bullet sort of ping off of the pipe there, and a little steam jet kind of come out.
And it's very subtle too. Like the transparency of it is very realistic. Like it's not like other games where it's like a very defined kind of cloud effect.
Yeah, it's not like opaque, so
yeah,
that you can't
it's
see
like
through
dissipating into the air, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, they're moving to cover the next bit of cover. Personally, I wouldn't have gone with that quick of an approach. Like these guys are moving along pretty fast. Again, more steam off to the left.
Yeah, and this is sort of automated. There will be sequences in the game where you are leading the squad forward. This is just one case where they're paving the way forward. And here we see the prone position, obviously helpful for getting under sniper fire. And once again, if we just inch forward a little bit, there goes another flower pot.
Why are there so many flower pots on this rooftop? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, and there was also a mattress earlier, which I asked DICE about, and that was just a mattress. It wasn't anything spectacular.
So again, yeah, we see them like progressing along undercover with the walls being completely blown away by these rounds, and the smoke effects are just outstanding again. So.
Yeah, and we'll see it as he sort of progresses forward here. You see a slight blurring effect there as the bullets come through. DICE isn't saying exactly what that is, but it could be a suppression effect, which could have an effect on sort of how your character moves.
Yeah, so like, in the multiplayer in previous games and the main dynamic of previous games is that explosions and kind of like direct hits would require kind of result in a blur effect or almost sort of like blood on the screen. But in this case, like just simply being around suppression fire seems to be obscuring your vision a bit, which could really make the multiplayer experience pretty dynamic in that you don't necessarily have to blow someone up to really get them to be kind of obscured. You can just mow them down with the bullets against the walls and stuff.
And it could just be horror at so many flower pots being destroyed, because another one blew up there.
Yeah, it's just offensive.
So the sniper is now situated across the street, and you've got to take him out. So we can see here that you're going to be given a weapon from a teammate. In this case, it's a story-driven choice. But in other cases around the game, like you can pick up enemy weapons and use them for your for on your own. You can't necessarily exchange weapons with squad members, but yeah, if you shoot an enemy, you can take his weapon.
Yeah.
And that may extend to multiplayer as well.
Yeah, so I mean, we don't know exactly what the kit system is going to be like and how much personalization it will be, but you know, it would be interesting to see the fact that you could keep your kit but pick up, you know, a different primary from an enemy or an ally.
So this guy hands over the rocket launcher. Now this is a fire and forget weapon, so it's just sort of a one-time use, so you really need to make this shot count. And before he pops up, the squad is going to provide cover, is going to suppress the sniper, and then if we sort of pause right there, you can see the little puff of smoke in the building where the sniper is firing from, which I think is a really cool effect, and also obviously tips you off to where he is.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely makes you have to like hunt it down like very specifically. So yeah, again, the rocket goes off there, and we just get a full glimpse of the massive destruction in this game.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it cuts off before you actually see how much damage that is done, but that rips the front off of that building.
Yeah, in the extended footage, you can actually see like 4 levels of the hotel just completely exposed from this blast, which is just absolutely insane.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note, like, you can see the game sort of move into slow motion here, and it's more of a cinematic effect, but you are in direct control of where that rocket is going. If you don't hit the sniper, he is going to kill you.
Yeah, so apparently you can hit multiple areas of the building and different destruction effects will engage, but you may not actually get the sniper, and you know, if you don't get him, you could very well die, as Charles said.
Yeah, and again, that was the PC version running. The game looks beautiful. It has sort of a realistic edge to it, even though I'm sure it's going to be more arcadey than realistic. But yeah, we're looking forward to see more footage, and this is definitely one of the most anticipated games of this year so far.
I'd agree.